Hey guys, it's Derek and welcome back to the show. This episode is only possible because my friend Jodie from work was recently in the US and she brought me a gift. Firstly, it comes in this really cool bag. This is a Kinokuniya bag, which is a Japanese bookstore. There's one of these in Sydney as well. She obviously got this from New York. And not everything in here is Disney, but I just want to show you what's in there anyway because it's so cool. Look at this tote. And my wife has already stolen this, so there's no chance after this video that I'm ever going to see this bag ever again. So to start off with, we've got a New York City Big Apple magnet. We all love fridge magnets because they kind of get rid of that bland look at the front of the fridge. It's the Big Apple, Gotham City, the melting pot, the metropolis. So this is super cool. And the next thing she got me was this. This is, hopefully hasn't expired. It says best before, well, 15th of May 2024. So there must be a lot of preservatives in this because it's still alive. And this is a Piaka pineapple shortcake. It's from Hawaii and I'm going to look forward to tasting that. But the reason why we're here today is because of this Disney unboxing. And what she got me was this really cool set. So as we know, this is the 100 years of Disney this year. And she got me these 100 collectible Disney postcards. And this is super cool. This is from Kinokuniya, the Japanese bookstore in New York City. There is, as I said, one of these in Sydney. I don't know if you can get this particular set here, but either way, it's super cool. And I'm just going to open it and see what's inside. And as per usual, if you've ever seen my videos on my other channel, you'll know that I never remember to bring a knife here, but it opens easily. So we're just going to tear this open. And we're going to see what sort of postcards are inside this Disney 100-year collection. Give it more plastic. So it's like a little bookcase thing. Super cool. And they all come out. They're like, ooh. And the first one, ironically, is Aladdin. So this is like a treasure box. And he's the #1 card on here. Pull that out. There's like a whole heap of them. There's like 100 in total. So if I go through this video could take a long time, but I'm just going to go through them anyway. This is what I do. And you've got Aladdin. So each card has basically the name of the character on the back. And you can actually use these as postcards. Not that I would ever use these as postcards, but Aladdin, Alice, and everybody's favorite, Anna, and Ariel, Baloo, and Mowgli from the Jungle Book. And there's Bambi, Big Hero 6. Now, Big Hero 6, I love this movie. And one of my favorite princesses in Disney, and that's Belle from Beauty and the Beast. There's a card with nothing in it. Bruno Madrigal from Encanto. I didn't know the name of this. I've only actually seen Encanto once, and that's why I'm not familiar with him. Buzz Lightyear with his best friend Socks in the new Buzz Lightyear movie that only came out last year. There's Captain Hook from Peter Pan. Chernabog from Fantasia. Now, I've only seen Fantasia once also. There are a couple of Disney movies I've only actually seen once, and they're the ones. And there's Cheshire Cat, and Cheshire Cat's so cool. Then there's Cinderella, Cruella de Vil. If you ever get a chance to go to Disneyland to meet Cruella, it's the best. She is so cool. I'm not familiar with him. He's the Hyacinth Hippo from Fantasia. Dante from Coco. Did anyone like Coco? Donald Duck. Dory, the Aristocats. This is Doug from Up. Up makes me sad, so I don't like to watch that too often. There's Dumbo. And there's Edna Mode from The Incredibles. And there is Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Elsa. Ethan Clade from Strange World. Now, this is actually a really underrated movie. I actually really enjoyed this movie. There's a fairy godmother. When Toy Story 4 came out, I loved this guy. Forky. He was so cool. Kind of not seeing much of him anymore, but he was really cool. There's Frozone. We met Frozone last time we were at Disney California Adventure, and he is super cool. And there's Genie. Now, who was your favorite Genie? Was it Robin Williams or was it Will Smith? Grandma Tala from Moana. Grandmother Willow from Pocahontas. Hades from Hercules. Hey Hey from Moana. Have you ever seen his toy which makes noise? Ridiculous. Heimlich. Now this makes me sad because Heimlich was my favorite ride in the Bugs Land at Disney California Adventure until they got rid of him. This was such a cool ride because you just sit there, you sit on like a little caterpillar, and he talks to you and he says, "Don't forget to eat your fruit and vegetables. I missed you already." I love him. There's Hercules, The Incredibles, Jafar, Monsters Inc., Sully and Mike Wazowski, Princess Jasmine, Jiminy Cricket, Joel Gardner from Soul. I actually haven't seen the rest of Soul. I have to admit, I've only ever seen the first half of it. Joy, Inside Out, great movie. Judy Hopps from Zootopia, also a cool movie. Then Kevin in Up. This is one of those great scenes of all movies of all time, than The Lady and the Tramp. Did you prefer the live action or the original version of Beauty and the Beast? Li Shang from Mulan. Also, did you enjoy the original or the live action version? I was really upset with the live action because they didn't have Mushu in it. Lightning McQueen. I don't know how I feel about the Cars franchise. I really like the ride at Disney California Adventure, but I don't know what I feel about the movies. My favorite Disney character of all time, for anyone who doesn't know, Stitch is my 4-time favorite Disney character. There's Louisa from Encanto, Maleficent, Coco. Maida had a really good ride at Disney California Adventure. Really enjoyed going that ride. Then there's Maui, and apparently The Rock is also going to play Maui in the live-action movie Moana. I've not seen Turning Red, so that's something I'm going to have to see. I think that's the one about the red panda, maybe. Merida, underrated. No one knows about Merida, but she's one of the coolest characters in any of the Disney films. Obviously Mickey Mouse. Miguel from Coco. Minnie Mouse. Another Encanto one. Moana. I really like the soundtrack of this movie. I've listened to it like 400 million times. There's Mowgli from the Jungle Book. There's Mulan. Finding Nemo. I've never actually seen the whole of Finding Nemo either. I just don't know how I feel about watching a movie about fish. Who does not love Olaf? I don't know. He's kind of one of the funniest characters in the Frozen series, and Josh Gad did such a good job with him. Peter Pan. Pinocchio. Pocahontas. 101 Dalmatians, although there's only 2 of them here. Winnie the Pooh. Sleeping Beauty. Now, a lot of people, for some reason, don't equate Sleeping Beauty to Princess Aurora, which is really odd. The Queen of Hearts. She's a cool character if you ever go on the Winnie the Pooh ride at Disneyland. Wreck-It Ralph. Cool movie. Randall Boggs. Truly misunderstood character in Monsters, Inc. Tangled. A lot of people I know think Rapunzel's their favourite princess. Ray from Princess and the Frog. I've only seen Raya and the Last Dragon once, but from my memory it was actually a really cool movie. Ratatouille. Love him. Sadness from Inside Out. Scar could possibly be my favourite character in The Lion King. It's somewhere either between him and maybe Pumbaa as my 2 favourite characters in The Lion King. Who doesn't love Sebastian? Simba. I've seen Lion King. I've not seen the live action one, and I haven't seen the Lion King 2.5 or 1.5, whatever they call it. Cool Dragon in Raya the Last Dragon. Snow White. Probably my least favourite princess of all of them. Splat in Strange World. Beast. The Evil Queen. This kind of was scary when I was a kid for some reason. Thumper and Bambi. I actually have a soft toy Thumper and never really got into Bambi that much. Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Love this movie. Pumbaa and Timon. Probably, apart from Scar, my 2 favourite characters in The Lion King. Timothy Mouse from Dumbo. Tinkerbell. If you ever go to Disney, you're going to meet the fairies, because even though it sounds like it's not worth it, super worth it meeting all the fairies. Tuk Tuk, do you know when he rolls himself up? Super cool. Ursula, probably one of my favorite villains on any of the Disney movies. She is super awesome. And there's Penelope von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph. This movie makes me sad, even Wally and Wally. He makes me sad too, because at the end of every one of the Toy Story movies, it's always kind of like a sad ending, even though it's a good ending, but like when he goes off to school and he leaves the toys to the other girl and stuff, it just makes me sad. But that's why it's such a good movie, because it tugs at your heartstrings. And finally, Zima from The Emperor's New Groove. Is it Zima or Isma? I don't know. I actually haven't seen this movie. But that's it. I don't know if you counted 100, but it would have been 100. Disney 100. Animated card collection. It's super cool. I am certainly not going to use any of these as postcards. I don't know how I'm going to display them. It'd be cool to somehow work out how to display them. If you've got a suggestion as how I could best display these cards so that you can actually see them and not have them left in a box forever, write me in the comments below, because I really like to hear from you about that. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time in another Disney unboxing, and until then, have a magical day. See you.